So there's that computer there that I built that, since the video just abruptly stopped for no reason. So they're trying to probably delete the video, evidence videos now, I'm sure. Or anyway, disable the camera somehow. This used to be, bedroom. Long time ago, I just turned it into a storage area. Obviously, here recently, I've had to just pile up everything in here so I could stage all this for my mother. So she's got a little living room here and a dining room and everything like it used to be. But so we got no furnace. What? Oh, you just come in to what?
No, I just want to tell you something. I didn't know this either.
Yeah, I'm just showing what code enforcement caused.
Oh, yeah.
Because I cleaned all this out here because I knew they were going to do this shit, that I'm abusing this shit all over again to set me up for excuse after covering up the domestic terrorism event and the FBI investigation I asked for into the pipe bombing of my boat and everything. They just now discovered all this here recently because I didn't tell anybody except for the FBI mainly for a long time, for a couple years. So anyways, I'm just telling about all this code and what they caused because they want to have me arrested for elderly abuse for the way you have to live. And I thought, well, I've bought you new appliances over the years. Dad couldn't afford it. We need a new coffee maker again. But, I mean, it ain't...
The condition of this house is because we've lived
Yeah, I mean,
for years.
for an excommunicated wind turbine business that was supposed to have been here, it ain't too bad. You know? Yeah, I mean, it's got some paint peeling off. It's old. But hey, I kind of thought, well, you know what? That looks nice under there. Refinish some of these floors. I started doing that, I mean, I haven't put down new carpet or anything, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to earn that money to get it, to do any renovations. I peeled up the linoleum that had asbestos in it. I started to refinish this in here like a good little slave boy. I wanted to move a water heater location totally out of here, expand the kitchen, and put it up in the attic. Get one of those stubby units, short ones. Or one of them, and also with the heating and air conditioning, I wanted to put it up under the roof. It needs a new roof too. I mean, but they're accusing me of horrible living conditions because I put a video. We ain't got no damn water pressure hardly, and the water main or the water meter's plugged up out there, and I've spent what's it been 2 years to get this fixed. The city came out, all they did was put a couple clamps on the damn meter to fix the leak. But if, look, you got no water nowhere else. If you go around that, look at that. And then they make fun of me saying I stink. Well, hell, I don't, it's like showering in a damn rainstorm. You flush the toilet. I'm surprised water's still coming out, but the toilet didn't flush. So you gotta turn one thing on so you get a little bit of water out of it, or if you flush your toilet first and you don't get, I'm like, this is because the city won't fix some of their shit. So, I mean, this house ain't, needs some work. Yeah, I paid for all this because we didn't have enough counter space in the kitchen through a lot of hard work. I wanted to replace this too and just do something stainless temporary like that because they make big ones, and a stainless stove because, bugs crawl out of it. And I've vaporized this thing with so much with damn bug spray, it's unbelievable, but, over the years, I've gotten tired of just having to damn shut the gas off and take the stove apart. I thought, why not just get a new one? But anyways, yeah, this is my mother's kitchen and stuff. I mean, is this supposed to be my fault? I can't work 2 jobs to make it better. We got some separation in the ceiling and stuff. Why are they going to say that's because I got violent right here? Yeah. I mean, it's probably just some settling or something. So. But, it's on a pier and beam. I mean, but I've tried to make it pretty as nice as I could, but, you know, I was going to get rid of all this so my mother could totally take it over. And, you know, and I wanted to get rid of the furnace because the furnace is just shot. I mean, it almost killed us a few years ago. I mean, was there a light on here? Let's see if we can get a light. There's a light. Yeah, I mean, the heat exchangers rusted out, and I've vacuumed this out several times over the years. But when you see all that rust in there, that means the heat exchanger's rusted out, so the fumes ain't going up through the roof vent. But anyway, the gas valve quit working, and it looks like it shorted out, almost killed us. Luckily, you know, it didn't burn the house down. Whatever happened there, I got it all disconnected, of course, and shut off the gas, so they can't come and arrest me for elderly abuse for, you know, shutting that down. They told me that screwing the door shut and not allowing my mother to wander out after the incident it had every day or during Christmas, where she took off, and I called the police to go find her, and she was at hospital for 3 days for evaluation. She says it's just a heart condition. I kind of wondered, well, why are they going through this to set me up like I heard when they fucking, that day when they planned it all. And that argument just started over temperature dials on a crock pot. Anyways, this is how I live. The excommunicated affordable wind turbine business that the city 8 years ago didn't want to pay for the wind turbine that FIG Engineering wanted to put in place. That was approved by the city for the Harbor Bridge Park project. And code enforcement came then too, to make sure I didn't get paid, I guess. Or maybe they just thought they would come take it. But it weighs a lot. I mean, it probably weighs 3,000 pounds. It's still back there. Obviously, I'm not going to pick it up and drag it down there like I'm Holy Cross. I don't believe I'm Jesus. And it's still back there. I told code enforcement woman that came this time after this last code enforcement spot that shut me down because they think I was going to get ahead and be able to move and get relocated, you know, to a better witness protection program they mocked up that they used to torture us. That, you know, maybe I'll get what I want from the FBI since I was a victim of domestic terrorism and somebody tried to blow up the catamaran with a pipe bomb years ago after the last code enforcement incident where I worked like a slave for 8 damn months at least, cleaning up with no payment under the guidelines that I'd be able to keep my catamaran. I wouldn't get a fine if I did it, which is, you know, kind of slave labor, but, you know, under duress like that, but I did it. And then they tried finding me $5,000 anyways. Anyways, I got to get up there and fix the roof, because after the latest storm, it's, you know, I mean, but the lease is still in Johnny Heath, Affordable Wind Turbine's name. So, I guess that means it's my fault according to this DPS worker. I told him, I was like, well, they stole all my money out of a bank account that I was going to use to build my mom a beach house out of shipping containers. You know, in another town where people are nicer and whiter. But it looks like we might have a leak here too on the roof now. I mean, shit. I don't know. Billy is saying it's kind of contemplating after me being here for about 13-something years, a little over 13 years, that I've probably paid about $200,000 for the place. It needs so much in damn repairs that, He might just give it to me if I pay the $5,000 in damn taxes after all this. But knowing what he knows, I mean, there's a fire door. I mean, DPS is telling me what fire code's saying with some police when they're here earlier. You know, I got a fire extinguisher. Still good. Escape keys. It's labeled fire extinguisher. I mean, they're saying this for years since we've been here. It's not really a business. It's just a house anyways. Oh, shit. You know? I figured, well, I'd make some renovations if I could get people to cooperate and allow me to keep my money instead of stealing it with a rogue AP from next door. You know? The same thing. They act like they can control everything here with a little Dell laptop and a microwave radio. And then they use the same damn thing to try to make it happen on a daily basis. But hey, you know, my dad bought this for my mom. Didn't he get that at the Goodwill or something?
What?
This place, this old clock. Didn't Dad buy that for him, or you bought it for him, or whatever? There's his ashes up there. He just died last year. I bought that urn. Remember that?
Yes.
You remember when I bought this urn for him? Because they sent him. I told him it's like he was a veteran. They sent him in like a damn Chinese noodle box.
Yeah,
Type thing.
they set a box
Wasn't that
on
fucking
my lap.
insult? And then we go to a dollar store, and I could have swore I heard people talking about it. And it's like, well, they're talking about stealing $20 damn dollars. I mean, it sounds like a damn Chinaman was at the dollar store because they're trying to get us rearrested. And I thought, well, I don't like all these innuendos. I don't really like communism. And anyways, you know, the conditions don't look that bad. We need to fix some stuff though.
We lost our stuff in storage.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to buy everything all over again. Since like moving to Texas, I've lost every damn thing.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. We lost.
After I got screwed out of 2 houses up in Iowa, and then moved down here, I had at least a couple $100,000 in tools and equipment taken from me after coming down here, and they made that first false arrest where I was camping out on the beach. You know, and all I had was car keys. There wasn't no damn knife or nothing. That Kurtz and Wheeler confirmed it. They were the people that come up and asked me what the hell the argument was, and it was just over chicken on the grill because I borrowed money from Cliff, the $300 to get food and some tents at Walmart after we came down here because we were broke. Time we got down here after moving all your stuff down here. You know?
I wish it never came.
Yeah, me too. Texas is hell. Anyways, yeah, I mean, I don't know what do they expect us to do. We managed to get a little bit of food. No thanks to DPS. I mean, it prolonged me being able to go to work today. Obviously, I had to stay home because I was going to take you to the bank, bring you back, and then, you know, go up to work. Try to get checks straightened out. It was my day to cash my checks. I ain't been able to cash. Because they want to hack our phones here and steal my money out of bank accounts from a rogue AP next door.
Actually, I never had to live. I've never, even with your dad,
Well,
I never lived in a place this bad.
they use the rogue APs connected to a radio computer to play microwave UHF induction games, act like they got a federal witness protection program that they use for false incarceration all around the city.
Are you recording me? I'll say it too because of this.
Oh, if I'm recording it? I don't know. What do you want to say?
Well, when we came down here, we had high hopes of starting a new business and everything.
Well, my wind turbine business existed in Davenport, and people moved into it.
I meant to start down here.
Two people moved into it, you know. And then there was an auto repair business that was moved into by 2 people.
What? What do you
Remember Affordable Auto Repair? And I was working on Dan at Action Towing's tow trucks. It had the big round Quonset building. It was 70 foot by 40 foot.
We went back to Georgia for a while.
And then I built that big house next to it out of concrete block. And we got thrown back. We got thrown out of that. Remember?
Yeah, so we had all kinds of trouble.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be a family unit kind of thing, but I worked pretty hard for that opportunity to have a nice shop there, and totally got screwed.
Not by us. I mean, it was situations.
Yeah, I mean, I moved your stuff out of there right away, and out of that place. You know, remember I got another place. I had the movers move your stuff to the other place, the business of affordable water repair, and put it in storage.
It's not our fault.
And I paid for that building.
I mean, your dad had when Obama was in, he couldn't find
Uh-huh.
a job. It's been a nightmare.
That was the housing crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the housing crisis of 2009 and 2010. I survived it, luckily, even though Chinaman put a pipe bomb in the mailbox at 2203 Low Street. That was meant to be y'all's house, you know? I mean, but it turned out there was a guy named Charles and Henry that were heroin addicts living next door. So my mom and dad decided to move out on their own free will and get a place of apartment.
We were going to move back into
Yeah.
the house. The woman.
Well, after I was targeted so much and they wouldn't take down the microwave dish. You know?
We had to wait. He had to wait till he got his Social Security started.
They never accused me of elderly abuse up
Then we
there.
could afford a mortgage payment.
Yeah. They just tried to blow me up, and that's up there. Anyways. Yeah, the feds never really helped me out on that deal, I didn't feel, because they didn't pay for me to move down here and get you guys moved down here. I mean, that was like a semi-truck load of shit.
Oh,
You know?
we never came here.
That was,
I mean,
remember that fucking budget truck? It broke down, and I do.
I'm
All this shit we went through
I
to
do
get
not
here.
want to be recording on a camera in front of my face.
Why? It's going to be used as evidence in court to protect your son,
Oh,
the breadwinner.
I didn't know what you're doing, Johnny.
Well, you know, I got to explain all this so it makes fucking sense.
Okay.
So I got my tools and my business.
He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth.
My business is packed up in those two little rooms up there, and my tool trailer's there. It's pretty much full, and I got the garage door closed, and it's jammed shut and broke, and can't get it back open. So they can verify there's no business here no more. It's just my mother's place, and I will gladly move if they let me, if they don't keep stealing my money. And finish the house on stilts made out of shipping containers once I work 2 more jobs again and maybe achieve it next year, by the end of next year, since they set us back a year of code. But they might come back again, and it might get fucked just with a Beeline drive-through. Or somebody sitting at the bus stop over here that don't like us, that talks to the radio in back, which is probably sitting out there with the orange shirt on. And there's a white van over there. That's Ashmore paint over there. They expect me to get rid of the brush. Obviously, I didn't move everything over into his yard. It was just about the tree he wanted cut down, because he made it so it is dying. He cut half of it away. But I'm waiting on the city dumpster to come so I can fill it up with not noticing back pain after lifting up about 20,000 pounds of shit, and enough trips to the scrapyard where when I scrapped all tools and equipment and boat
He's
engines.
telling that truth because that cost him his job because he
Uh-huh.
code enforcement. I
Yeah.
can verify that too.
Well, I'm glad you're telling me I'm telling the truth about it, as
Yeah.
long as it don't incriminate you.
Well, you're telling the truth about
Yeah,
the
I mean, they even tell me I'm supposed to love the devil too, you know? I mean, but I don't listen to that shit too much. I mean, I ain't got an SDR receiver or microwave hearing equipment to... Uh-oh. Truck alarm's going off. The microwave hearing, microwave UHF induction equipment set it off. They must be giving you radio commands. They're doing it again. They didn't agree with what we said in our home under our legal surveillance system. Well, anyways, I'm recording. They can't delete the video off this unit. Well, my computer makes sure all they can do is set the alarm off and lock the doors. I couldn't have somebody steal my truck. It's just a radio game. Anyways, I got it under control with a highly advanced computer system I designed and built myself. I mean, even if they come here and say they're going to steal a train, it don't mean they're going to be able to steal the truck. So, like I said, this used to be a wind turbine office a long time ago. Building these type of wind generators and other ones. Helical vertical axis wind generators. Anyways, these are just personal units in the name of Donnie Heath, so Lineberger and Guggen can't take them, but they do save on an electric bill if you plug them into the wall outlet, because they have a built-in grid tie. So I've got the battery backup system too. That provides up to 3 kilowatt, and you can power all computer recording systems for days, even if they do a remote shutdown on the power meter back here. But I'll show you the solution for that too. At any rate, that's about the gist of it. They've done remote power shutdown this year too, several times with the radio equipment. And I had to build a countermeasure. It cost me about $1. Because they were doing a remote shutdown on a smart meter and trying to extort payment out of my mother. And when I called the power company at TXU up in Rockport, I got a towelhead one time in India, and then a black woman in Africa, which I thought was kind of weird. But we've been having to pay $300 and something a month for electric, and it makes me wonder, because it used to be only about $50-$75. And they're playing games with the wireless read on the meters. It makes me wonder if we weren't paying the meter next door to Lewis Mechanical over there, you know, or something. But anyways, or maybe the radio equipment that they're using on the home has affected the reading numbers on the meter. Who knows? But anyways, yeah, I wanted to expand this bathroom. I figured, you know, I told my mom, I was like, well, I'll even do this for you again, you know. New shower, you know, magic wand hand, because they done stole all my money again. It happened about two months ago, and all my hard-earned money. I worked my butt off to pay the fines and everything for the first elderly abuse case, which never happened. So, at any rate, we're having to heat the house with that. And, you know, code enforcement doesn't give a shit about none of that. So, you know, we got stuff piled up everywhere. I was going to build some steps